All right, you are up and running. All right, you are up and running. I'm going to have to turn that down a little bit and go to the headphones here in a minute. But for now, this is good. I wasn't going to stream, but then I'm sitting here thinking, why not? After just watching a 2-hour thing from Carrie, or kind of trying to watch it. At any rate, I got quite a bit done today. I've reached out and gotten help from a couple people, and I apologize. My hair is going to look horrible, but I can't get it fixed. It is what it is. So I'm going to go ahead, and if anybody wants to chat, let me know, and I will send you an email. Hi, Tony. Happy Thanksgiving to you, my friend. I'm going to real quick send out some emails. I know one person said if I were to go live to send a link, so I'm doing that now. I found it kind of funny actually, but I mean, it is what it is. Can't talk and think at the same time. It's terrible. Okay, I'll try one more, and that should just about do it. I'm going to go ahead and send that. And boy, I'm thinking about it. I better change my name. People will get confused if I don't. More than anybody, I'll get confused if I don't. So, thank you, Tony. I appreciate that. Mrs. K's got to work. We're having, she threw together some kind of interesting stew type thing. Quite good actually. And then she made some homemade cornbread, and then tonight she's going to make a cheesecake something, I don't know, which I will enjoy a little bit of, but I won't be able to enjoy it like I used to be able to do because of, the diabetes. But I can have a little bit every now and then, and we kind of been taking it easy, waiting for this day to get here, so hopefully won't be too awfully long making it. I had to laugh today. She's consistently 10 to 15 minutes late every day, and they never call. Today we're 35 feet away and the phone rings, and I'm like, of all the days that they're checking to see if you're coming to work is on Thanksgiving. They know you're going to be late because you're late every day. Just found it to be funny. Wow, why is that so horribly out of focus? I hope it's my monitor. No? How's audio and video on your end, Tony? Okay, it was my end. I'm guessing that was off over there, so that's cool. Hi, Catherine. Thank you. I don't know if you celebrate Thanksgiving in your neck of the woods, but if you do, happy Thanksgiving. I know there are those in the world that do not. If you'd like to join the Zoom session, let me know. I will send you a link to the Zoom, and you could join us. We would love to see you in the Zoom. So let me know, and I can send you an email. I'm just sitting here literally going through. I've got my computers tore apart with the exception of the streamer. The streamer's still good. I've got this going, and I got to give a shout out to Darren. Darren showed me this neat little trick. I am going to try. Thank you, Tony. Thank you. He says audio and video is good. Right. I'm learning these things. Oddly enough, I know someone else that doesn't have Thanksgiving, so I want to look at this picture real quick. Oh yeah, I want that one too. So I'm gonna move this over here. There's a purpose behind what I'm doing. I'm trying to figure out every time I do this. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it on timeline photos. I'm gonna expand this out just a little bit so that I get a little bit bigger pictures, and I'm good. Every time I do this, it changes it from I go to extra large icons so I can see them. and every time I'm going to go back up to thumbnails. It changes it. Oh, that one stayed the same. Maybe it's going to work. So good. Maybe this is finally going to work. Bagheera is liking the yogurt. Oh, so Bagheera is enjoying Thanksgiving. So what I'm doing is I pulled my old drive out of my other machine to test some hard drives because I was trying to do stuff in my docking station and it was slow as molasses. So we concluded that if I were to put it into the drive itself and plug it into the motherboard, it would be faster. So that's what I did, and it was a little bit faster. In fact, my SSD 256 Samsung actually is a little bit better than M.2 in that it writes quicker than the brand new M.2 does, but we'll discuss that in a minute. So all I'm doing is I'm going through here and I'm looking for some specific pictures, primarily from the Stratosphere and with DJ Ashba. And this is the only way I know to do it. They're here somewhere. So getting close, I think. Yeah, this is promising. Maybe. Nobody's joined me in Zoom yet. I no longer the concept of festive days. Yeah. I told someone last night, we were talking about it, and no disrespect to Thanksgiving, but the circumstances this year, Lorna's working, I'm here, we're going Saturday, and Saturday will be my Thanksgiving. That's when we're going to go see everybody, and that's when it'll be Thanksgiving. So I got to put on my headphones, otherwise I'm going to have issues. Hopefully I don't lose, I knew that was going to happen. Hopefully I don't lose the audio in the YouTube stream. Hey Alex, can you hear me?
Yes, but I can't see you in Zoom, only on YouTube.
Right, I'll take care of that in a minute. I was doing some things earlier. So now I need for Tony Wallow to tell me if the video and audio is still good in YouTube. And I'm just going to keep going through here. I'm looking for pictures from the Stratosphere with DJ Ashba because it's bugging me. I can't find them. And it's really weird. I'm finding pictures I've forgotten I had. Catherine, we don't want to put the link in the chat because we did that here a while back and we had all kind of issues. So let me go do this real quick. Okay, so that's pretty quick. You have on the way the link to the Zoom session. Alex, are you the only one that's in here? I haven't even looked yet. I'm kind of...
For right now, I am.
Okay. Audio AV is good, Catherine says. Tony says, Bombers, yeah. We all know how that went the other night. And we're working on a different way of doing that for sure. So I'm going to bring up this over here, and I'm going to minimize it. And I'm going to see if I can make some adjustments here. So how was your Thanksgiving, Alex? Did you have a good Thanksgiving?
Oh, really good. A whole lot of food.
Yeah.
We're still working on leftovers from this past Saturday from my dad. So.
There's Robert. He says it ends in a Y. Yeah. Well, actually, today ends in a G. Well, no, Thanksgiving Day. It still ends in a Y. But anyway, I contemplated doing this. I wasn't going to go streaming until maybe later tonight. Even then, it was just going to be a quick, hey, I hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving, yada, yada, yada. And then I'm sitting here looking through these pictures and I thought, you know what? I'm going to stream and go from there.
It doesn't even show the yellow box around your picture.
No, it shouldn't. But you can hear me, right?
Yes, I'm just saying it doesn't show the...
All right, let me go fix that problem real quick then. Give me just a second. So I hope everyone that's watching had a good Thanksgiving. And don't misunderstand me. Thanksgiving has been good. I've gotten some things accomplished. I've talked to everybody in the family. My son Zoom or FaceTime with the girls. So that was good. But we just, circumstances won't allow us to be in Indiana today. We are going on Saturday. So now, with a little bit of luck, I will be able to start my video in Zoom. And there I am.
Oh, I see you. I see you now.
Yep, I'm there. So now I'm going to go back to the main screen, and it should have up my photos in here, but that just changed. That's not where I want to be. Or maybe it is. I don't know. It's still scrolling, so I'm hoping I'm going to scroll down through here in a minute. If anybody sees something you want further explanation on, speak up and I can go back and tell you what's going on. These are all Vegas pictures. There's the koi planes. There's Catherine. Hi, Catherine.
Catherine. Hello.
Good to see
Hi,
you.
Catherine. Hello.
Yep, you got to mute the stream though, because you got a feedback.
I muted. Sorry, I was not fast enough.
You're fine. You are fine. If Gary joins us, you'll see that he won't be fast enough either. So now these are not okay. Now we're back to Vegas. I don't understand how this happens. So I can scroll through these pretty quick, because now these are suddenly back to Indiana. I was told the pictures I'm looking for were taken with the iPhone, so that helps. And we narrowed it down to a time frame of October 2018 to March of 2019. So I'm hoping that I can find it. And it's nothing more. It actually is this picture right here. Man, that's quick. I'm really digging this lack of lag. So it's nothing more than this picture right here. That's a tank, fish tank, in DJ Ashbaugh's store at the Stratosphere. And there's myself, Lenny, DJ, and Lorna. We are all in the picture. And I've got it somewhere. But I can't find it anywhere. And it's really driving me up a wall. So I've been literally going through folder by folder, picture by picture, at breakneck speed, trying to find that picture. And in doing so, I've come across some ones I had forgotten about. I've got a bad feeling that it might be on a drive that I broke. And if that's the case, then that's not good. Now this seems to have gone, I want to go back one. Yeah, there we go. So I gotta get a shout out to Darren, even though he's not with us. He taught me this neat little trick right here that you can click on there and it's not changing. There we go. That's the one I just looked at. So I can go through here now and I can preview these. Now see how that defaulted back to large? Yeah, 8 days in a week. Yeah, I want this to stay on extra large so I can see it, but every time I change it, it defaults back to large. And it really is bothering me. So if anyone knows how to do that, let me know. That would be fantastic. These were taken in Vegas. This was about April of last year, I believe. So here's another, I'll bring this one up. So you guys hear me talk about fish tanks a lot because I really like fish tanks. I like the show Tanked out of Vegas. This was a tank that they made. It's called a Racetrack Tank because it looks like a racetrack from the ends. And that's Jeff and Dina, friends of ours from California. And there's Lorna looking not pleasantly happy for some reason. We took them to all the tanks. This is down at the Silverton, and they had a mermaid show, and they were fascinated with mermaids. And then that's us out having dinner, and again the mermaid show. And then this is Jollibee. This is a Filipino thing. That's their version of Kentucky Fried Chicken. And then back to the Tanked. So I've got one of these somewhere that I'm looking for. Man,
Have you been there?
Yeah, I took all these pictures. Yeah, every one of these pictures I've taken. I've been to probably 10 locations. That's another tanked tank, and you could see the Asians trying to be funny with their peace signs. Asian people and peace signs, I don't know what it is, but more the mermaid. I don't remember how we took that picture. I think we cheated because I think you're supposed to pay for that, but that's the end of it. So.
Well, I found another remote. I found another remote jump today.
You found one or got one?
I found one.
Good. Hopefully hopefully it'll go well for you. So it's got to be. I've got to be coming up on this pretty soon. It's just really frustrating me. What is this? Okay. That looks like an old program I was using. So did you apply for it?
Yes, that's what I mean. I applied for it.
Good.
It's a fully remote, and they say that they prefer, certain certifications, but if they hire you, they'll pay for the certifications.
Well, that's a win-win situation right there. So see how these are little? I have to make them a little bit bigger. Robert, I don't think I sent you the Zoom. Let me know if you want to join Zoom.
Now, I think the fact whether they're extra large or details or whatever is you have to do it on like a folder by folder basis. You have to change it. There's no way that I found to change it for every folder on the system.
Yeah, and that's the problem that I'm running into, because I was thinking maybe there's got to be a default setting somewhere, but I haven't run across it yet.
Oh, look who it is, Blackwatch.
Yep. So that's that one. Let me go back. Yeah, it always defaults back, although that one didn't. That one stayed on extra large. That one defaulted back. I'll come across. It's probably going to be the last. I should have started at the bottom. That'd be funny if it was. That's 2016. Hey, Blackwatch. Are you muted?
No, I'm here.
Okay. We got Kat in the chat room, in the Zoom today.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Well, I'm just bringing everybody up to speed.
No, special guest star.
Yes, she is. Glad to see her. Glad she's here. Really good to see her. So here's this one. I got to show this one. If nothing else ever goes, come on, doggone it. If nothing else ever goes good for me in life, I can always fall back on Stout beer battered cod bites. That's right, $5.49. Another reason why I'll never do sponsorship.
Is that one of your Thanksgiving staples?
No, that was in a store and it had my last name, so I took a picture of it. I thought it was funny. No, we always usually have turkey, except this year we're having some kind of soup she made, which I've sampled, and it's quite delicious. And cornbread. And then Saturday we'll have whatever's left over with the family.
We don't like turkey. I mean, I do, but the rest of them don't. So we have ham, and we had chicken and dumplings, and a couple of. I found this new recipe. It's called pineapple casserole. It's pineapple, cheese, and Ritz crackers on top.
It actually sounds good. I like pineapple. So I'm driving down Vegas when we first moved there, and this van passes me. So I had to get a picture of that. I was like, well, I'm going to go up to them and claim to be their lost cousin or something and see if I can get hooked up with something. Click start, then click this PC. We'll open File Explorer, navigate to folder, C drive. Yeah, that's pretty much what we've done. This is on a D drive, and I pulled it out of the computer. It's actually sitting over in my docking station. I'm going to show you guys something in a minute. It's just going to make me mad that if I can't find this, I'm really going to be upset. I mean, I take a boatload of pictures. That's an aquarium somewhere. Oh, that's at the Silverton too. You would think if I had any brains, I would title these a little better than Untitled. Dust storm in Arizona. That was pretty wild. I know what I'm looking for, so I can pretty much buzz through here pretty quickly. Oh, I used that a couple years ago. So somebody say something while I'm doing this. Keep the chat going for me. Catherine, yeah, you can default it. Oh, you know what? Here in a minute we need to do that then, because that will come in handy. I've only got 7 other drives to do this with. Okay, that's the that's on Fremont Street. I don't need those. That's my military pictures. Oh man. That was me cooking something. Believe it or not, I do like to cook. Even after becoming diabetic, I still do enjoy cooking. It's changed a little bit. Alright, have we got potential here? That's Christmas. That is... Go up here. No, that's Christmas. That's at Ethel Chocolates. That's out in the desert. That place was fantastic. Okay, so this is a tank. I'll just go through these real quick. This is a tank made by Tank, and it's an outdoor tank, and it's heated. And I don't know what Miss Funny was trying to do there, but I just really like that. I wanted these decorations, but we couldn't figure out how to get them. And then there's another one of the tank, the same tank, just her and I.
And
yes.
we can only see the
Oh, yes, thank you. Yeah. I forgot. Because Blackwatch is not doing his job. I got to dock his pay. He didn't tell me to push the button. Doggone it. All
yes,
right.
now it's visible.
Yeah, I know. Thank you. Hey. Okay, so back to what I just said. This is a fish tank that the people that creates Tank, called Tank, which is no longer in business, created, and it's outdoor. That's Lenny, and that's Lorna, and I don't know what her goofy stance is all about. These bulbs right here, and I know there's about a 3-second delay. I really wanted those bulbs. I think those would look cool in my yard. And there's Lorna and I at the same tank. And then back to Lenny. You can see iPhone. It's an iPhone world we live in. And that's that. Uh-oh, somebody caught us being romantic. Or tried to be romantic. This thing was huge. The picture doesn't do this justice. That thing was absolutely huge. Now I'm hoping I can find... The whole purpose of this is not to find the pictures that I'm finding. There's Christopher walking. I don't know if you guys have seen this or not. I think that's hilarious. Walking in a winter wonderland. Of course, it's Christopher Walken. It's funny. My fish tank. Breeze through these pretty quick. That's our condo, and that's the house. Blackwatch. You remember last night we were trying to find where that was from? It actually came off the internet, but I'm still lost on what it is. And it's not a big deal. I'm not going to lose sleep over it.
Hey Ken, I think I found what you might be looking for.
Okay.
Maybe.
Don't tell me you went to my Facebook page and found it quicker than I did.
No, about the icons.
So here's another, real quick, Alex. Here's another one of my favorite ones that says, "Have you ever read something so stupid it gives you Forrest Whitaker eye?" I found that one to be humorous too. Go ahead, Alex.
Just when you go up to the view menu and you can select like large icons or extra large icons.
Right.
And then you can click on the file. When you click on folder and search options under view, the first little thing under view, there's an option where you can apply it. You can apply that large icons or whatever you set to all of the folders.
Yeah, I think that's what Catherine is saying, but I could never get that to work. I've tried that. There's Robert and Blackwatch. I could not get that to work. I don't know. But I don't want to stop where I'm at. I've actually made good progress. So you guys have heard me mention Fremont Street, and Lorna got her picture taken. Well, we took this picture. She's trying to walk away, and the guy tapped her on the shoulder, and he did the old rolling of the thumb and the fingers to say, you know, you got to pay me for this. This is the zip line, and I've done both the laying down one, which is the top one, and the middle one, which is the sitting down, which is this one. It was fun. I really enjoyed it, and it's advertised.
Indoor. It's indoor zip line.
No, it's outdoors. It's on Fremont Street.
Outdoor.
Yeah, it's on Fremont Street in Vegas. More Christmas stuff.
Sorry,
Yeah, I contemplated doing it for quite some time, and then the opportunity came up, and we went down there. And the day Lorna and I did it, it was so breezy. We didn't think we were going to get to do it, but we did. This is really. They should put these dumb things in alphabetical or not chronological order. Okay, here's my son's wedding pictures. That's Vegas. I have no clue. Clouds. More clouds. Oh, look, I got in trouble. So my buddy Lenny that you've seen his picture, he found this program called faceinwhole.com. And apparently it's some national secret because he's like, oh, you can't tell anybody where you got that from. Well, I'm pretty sure people can figure things out. I don't know what his secrecy issue was. I don't remember.
The secret issue is probably that he's Santa.
No, that was me. I was Santa, and I'm not shy about anything. You guys don't know that by now. Doggone it. You know what it's going to be, right? It's going to be I'm going to get down here. I'm not going to find it. I'm going to click on the very last one, and it's going to be in there. So let's go here, here, here. No, it's not there. I got a boatload of pictures of our house in Vegas. Does this look promising? Oh, that's Blue Man Group. That's not it. That's the fireworks from Vegas. I found that last night. That's the... Oh, maybe it's in here. Let's see. All these pictures are people from Tank that made the tanks. This is a donut shop. Look how realistic those donuts look in that. This is a fish tank. And those donuts looked realistic. No, Jim, let me send you a link. They are not the same. I'm not quite that smart. I know you guys are going, what? So I'm going to send the two Jims, and I'll BCC one so that we don't have privacy issues. Catherine, do you want to?
That is, as far as security, that's a really good feature Zoom has to make it a different link and password and ID.
I got it. Yeah, it can be done. I know it can be done. I just haven't figured out how to do it. So
sorry, what did you wanted to say, Ken?
Do you want to be part of the BCC Zoom list that I send out? I always send an email to myself, and then I
the veteran.
For the Zoom,
veteran
yeah.
chat.
Okay.
Ask them first if they have nothing against it, because I'm not qualifying as a veteran.
Oh no,
I
no,
wasn't-
you guys, no. Everyone's for right now, and I don't think I'll ever change this. Everyone's welcome to be on the vet to vet, and it will be the third installment this Sunday. But no, what I'm talking about is, hey Jeff, when I send out the Zoom links, I send it to myself, and then
yeah.
I blind carbon copy everybody else. Do you want to be part of that?
Yeah, yes, you can.
You got it. All right, so I need to go back to the racetrack picture because where was it at? Oh, right here. I'm gonna start here. So, oh, there it is! I found it. Oh, maybe I'm too excited. Damn it! Darn it! Doggone it! It's a family channel, Ken. It's a family channel. Oh, there it is. There's the tank with the ash bottle. Oh, please be in here. Ta-da! Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm about to leave the building. I have found the picture. Man, I told you guys. What'd I tell you? There it is. There is DJ Ashbaugh, guitars for Guns N' Roses, me, Lorna, and Lenny. And you could not ask for a better person to meet. You honestly could not. Now this is out at the, I'll go back to that. Man, I've looked for this for so long. Ah, I know. It's nothing to you guys. You're like, what the hell is he talking about?
No, I mean, if he is a nice guy, and if your encounter was
This was on Tank.
something you will always remember, I totally get it.
No, let me. Hey Jim, I sent you the link. Let me know if you got it or not. Jeff got it, so I'm going to guess you might have gotten it. I don't know, but you have it. No, what it was.
Anybody want to break it to this guy?
What are you going to break to me?
You asked if I got the link.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, please. Someone let me know. Did Jim get the link? I got to know.
No. Hello, McFly.
Happy Thanksgiving, by the way, to everyone.
Mazel tov.
Before I forget. So, but, hey, seriously, Alex?
Oh, dear.
Is Alex?
Catherine is an easy laugh. I can see that right now.
You want to say something, Ken?
I do. When Jim finally joins the Zoom session, please let me know.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so this is
He's inside already.
I know. This is DJ Ashbaugh, and you guys have heard me mention him before. Not only did he come... No, okay, so here's my perception of someone that's part of a rock band, movie star, not the common person. I've always perceived them not to be people-friendly at all. Maybe an occasional obligatory wave that they don't really mean, or the flipping you off with their finger that they probably mean, or something along those lines. When we were there just for this tank right here, we went in to see that fish tank. That's all we went in there for, because this was made by the people at Tank. I'd seen it on TV. I have a weird habit or weird thing about, I like to go see them in person because my 9 out of 10 times they don't look the same. So we go in there, we're getting that picture, and the girl comes up and she says, well, DJ's here today, would you like to meet him? And I'm like, yeah, right, sure. Well, lo and behold, he comes out, took our pictures. We talked for probably 15-20 minutes. He's from Indiana. I didn't know that. He's very well trained, like in classical music. I didn't know that. Super nice guy. I mean, just unbelievable. Oh, by the way, I got mentioned on Carrie's channel. Gotta go. Thank you for joining me. Oh.
You know who also is he's a very pleasant man in person, George Takei.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
From Star Trek?
Yep.
Is he like real short?
He is.
That's what.
Oh yeah, he is.
Well, I mean, most people to me are short because I'm 6'4", but he's shorter than normal, right?
Well, he's short to me, and I'm 5'7".
Wow. That is short. Okay.
But
So-
he's very nice. He and his husband, very nice people.
Yeah. So this has not been a wasted day at all. This has been great. Now we're going to make it a tech channel. Ready? Ooh, you guys are tough.
Hard
Yes.
crowd.
So earlier today, I put an 8 terabyte drive in my docking station, and it took forever to load in, or it took forever for it to recognize it, but it did recognize it. And I got like 6 folders on there. So I was talking with Blackwatch and Darren both, and they said put it to the motherboard, actually connect it to the motherboard itself, and it should be faster. So rather than screw up my new build, I took my old i7 apart, unplugged everything, put it in there. It didn't speed it up that much, but it reads it. It doesn't speed it up to me that much, but it's a little faster, if that makes any sense. But here's what amazes me. Bear with me while I go find this. Let's bring this up. I ran the Samsung Musician on my old Samsung Drive and got a set of numbers. And then I ran the same software on my M.2 drive. So this right here, 321, that's the M.2 drive. Pretty good
Yeah.
speeds.
The right seems to be a little low to
The
me. Though.
right is the problem, because now check this out. So remember those numbers, 321. Come on today. Now I gotta find it. Yeah, right. Okay, here we go. Now check this out. You're not gonna believe this. Those are the crystal disc mark numbers from my Samsung solid state drive 256 gig. There's no way in hell that thing is reading 3959.
No, that doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't. And
It's
and
a
that's
SATA drive.
it is a here, let me tell you exactly what it is. It is I'm going to bring it back up over here. Samsung Magician. Dun, 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 dun. It is a Samsung SSD 850 Pro 256 gigabyte. And now those are the numbers from it.
I believe I have your answer, Ken.
Take it away, Alex.
In Disk Manager, if you right click on the SSD and go to properties, there's a setting called write caching. I believe you have that setting turned on. On Windows Server, by default, that setting is turned off. So in order to get the full write speed on our server at college, I had to turn that on. And once I turned that on, well, you've got the opposite. I believe you have the opposite problem, where that setting is turned on and it's making Crystal Dismark believe that the speeds are faster than it actually is.
Okay, so
If that makes sense.
so in languages that I'm going to understand, how do I make sure that that's not turned on?
Go to open Device Manager. Please screen share for me.
Well, I can't do that because this is on my older machine. So you're going to have to walk me through it. I mean, I guess I could do it on here at the same time, but does anyone object to me sharing the screen and Alex walking me through this?
This is your channel. What do we got? What can we object to?
You know, that's true, but I like what you said yesterday. This is my channel. You have to suffer. That was good. I like that. Okay,
If you
so
want an objection, I'll file one.
all right, so I'm gonna show Alex, and he's gonna walk me through while I do this on my other wrong keyboard, Ken. Stupid, it's down here. There we go. I'm playing Carrie and Doug here. All right, so now what do I go to?
Expand the disk drives. Click on the little arrow next to disk drives.
Got it. So I do that one, and I do this one. Okay, now what?
Click on your SSD. Right click on your SSD. That is a problem.
Okay, in this case, it will be the Sabrent. Right click on that, and then
Go to properties.
over here, go to properties. Got properties there.
Why don't you check the speed of the Sabrent drive with the Sabrent tool?
And then click on policies up there at the top, the second tab.
Catherine, we'll come back to that. It's got quick removal and better performance defaulted. Enable write caching on the device. And this one has only got.
You want to disable the write caching.
Okay.
The first checkbox, and then click on OK.
Okay.
And then run the crystal disk mark again.
Okay, so I'll do that, and then that'll be on that computer while that's running. Oh, by the way, we had snow here today, in case anyone's interested. So I don't need to do anything in there. So now I'm going to keep sharing the screen. So Catherine, talk to me. What is it we want to do?
Look, I sent you the link in the chat, so you can download the rocket control.
I thought I probably had that at one time on here. Is that not what this is? Okay, let me stop sharing screen real quick. Go over here.
I just see the globe. I see the globe.
Right, yeah. I'm going to go grab the link. That's I don't.
Oh.
I'm gonna go. I gotta find. It's one of these 12 stream tabs I got open. I'm thinking we did something similar to this before. So you're talking about that right there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
How can I check to see if I already have that? Because I'm thinking that's on here already.
Just type in the search Sabrent control panel.
No, I got a Cronus.
Probably only have to type the first word. Type Sabrent. If it's in the system, it's there.
Yeah. I just have to type SAB for Sabrent, and it already shows up.
Right. The only thing that comes up is a Cronus True image for Sabrent. So I need to download this control panel?
Yes, yes.
Oh, I'm kind of nervous. I don't know. Got it.
Why are you nervous?
He's always nervous.
Okay.
As long as you don't apply any changes in the control panel, you're okay.
Okay, so now so it's a zip file, so I obviously want to do what next?
Extract it, probably.
Can I not just open it from here, or because it's zipped that won't work?
Well, if you open it and there's a setup program in there, you can double click the setup, and if it needs to extract, it will ask you to extract it.
This application may depend on other compressed files in this folder. For the application to run properly, it is recommended that you extract it. Extract or run.
Extract.
And this is going to go.
Because then a folder should, or a new window should pop up with the decompressed files, and then from there run setup.
I'm guessing that's what this is.
It'll all go to the program file when it installed, or the 32-bit.
Okay, so my new, Alex, I didn't change it. It actually is now reading. It's now writing 3559, and the second pass is 3682. So it actually got faster by unchecking that. That's crazy. Okay.
That's what happened. That's what I have had that issue in reverse though, because on Windows Server that option is unchecked by default, I believe, and I had to check it in order to get the full write speed out of the SSD, and that was just a
Yeah,
normal.
that's I don't use that from. Okay, so is this open now?
Don't remove that checkbox from the hard drive.
Okay, so is this giving me an example of what this is going to be, or is this
That's the program I see. That's the program.
that's the actual program? Okay, let me minimize that, and then let me minimize that. This is the program. Obviously, it can't be minimized. Okay, Catherine, what do I want to do now? What do I want to? Yeah.
So now you can check for the speed. I think it's in you see on the left hand side there is underneath there are two fields, and one is called speed test.
Correct.
Go down. Yes, here the speed test.
This one?
Yes.
Click it.
Yes, the speed test.
Okay, hang on. By show of hands, how many people think I should click it?
I do.
Never mind. Jeff.
He's trying to be funny.
Yeah, I am.
Oh.
Okay, I click speed test, and
Yes, now you can click start test.
I clicked it.
You see the arrow?
No, I don't see the arrow.
On the more to the right.
Oh,
The
right
one
here.
with the
Oh, the
arrow?
one that says start test.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes. This one.
that reminds me of something. Never made the connection. Okay, so it's running apparently. Now it's writing. That's it. It's done. Test results. Can you guys read that? Here, let me make this easier.
No, I can't.
Yeah,
Can you make it bigger, please?
I can see it. Read. Oops. Now I'm on a delay, so now I can barely see. Okay.
Oh, should I share the screen in Zoom?
That's fine.
Okay.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay,
3216.55 for read and 1482.45 for write.
I'm thinking
That's interesting. I would have thought that the write speed would be better than that.
I do too, because it's a brand new M.2 that I just put in July. But that one over there is still having super great numbers. In fact, the numbers increased after I did what Alex said to do. So is there something I didn't set right, or is there something going on that is hinky?
Yeah, that's hard to tell. I would look at the specifications for the drive. It should be either on the box that it came in, or look at it online and make sure that you're getting close to what it says you're supposed to be getting.
Hey, Ken, I've got some numbers for comparison on a Samsung SATA drive if you're interested.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, I have see which one. Okay, I have an 860 Evo SATA SSD in my old HP system. And I just ran Crystal Disk Mark on it while we were waiting here, and I can't find at the moment where to shut the caching on or off. But for write on mine, it's giving me 3600.
It should not be if it's just a normal SSD. The write should be anywhere in the ballpark of 400 and something, and the read should be about 500 and 500, somewhere between 500
So,
and 550.
well, I'm guessing caching is turned on someplace.
Yeah, he
It'll
had
be
me,
in that
he had me turn
it'll
it
be in
off.
that same place I was telling Ken to look at before.
So I got the box for the drive, which is that doesn't work. Anyway, it's a Sabrent NVMe PCI M.2 2280 SSD, high performance N.2 Gen 3 times 4.
I have a small question. What version of Crystal Disk Mark are you running?
Yeah, that does make a difference. I have version 8.0.1.
I have
Yeah, that should be-
8.0.3.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I haven't updated it for a while.
But we ran the
But
last
it's
set
close
of,
enough.
the last set of numbers we ran was in Sabrent's thing that Catherine had me get, and it's 1482, 1452. I mean, it just seems to me that that's slow.
But it should be faster than that.
Yes.
Yeah, the write speed should definitely
Yes,
be
I
faster.
agree.
Okay, so I need someone to. Oops,
So
that's probably not good.
you have I have a question, Ken.
I have an answer. May not
oh.
be a good one, but I have an answer.
42.
No.
Jim
not
won the
that.
prize. Go ahead, Catherine. Go ahead.
Your Sabrent is a PCIe 3, yes? Or is it a PCIe 4?
It says high performance M.2 PCI 3 Gen 3 x 4 solid state drive.
Okay. Okay. Change. Okay.
Oh.
PCI 3. Okay.
That's a 1 terabyte, is it?
It is a 1 terabyte.
I have a Sabrent 2, yes, but I have a PCIe 4 Gen, yes. But I have 5300 as read and 3300 as write.
Now I could try to read this big manual
But I
that
have
came
a
with
Gen
it.
4.
I have more questions.
Go. Now we're a question and answer channel, so we've been tech, comedy, education. Go ahead, Jim.
This is an addition to your current system, or this is in a different system?
This is in my brand new system that I built in July.
Okay, so you added this, or is this the only drive?
No, this was the original drive, and then I put a mechanical storage drive in there.
Okay.
Yes. Sorry, Ken, I have a question.
Okay.
Is it an Intel?
Wait a minute, hold on.
Is it-
Jeff?
No.
You can ask a question next. Go ahead, Catherine.
No.
Is it an Intel or is it an AMD?
Intel. Catherine, please. Really?
But that shouldn't matter.
You don't remember our discussion we had when I didn't follow your guidance? And
Yes, I
went
got
with Intel?
very angry because you used the Asus motherboard. I got very angry because Asus is stupid. They only create problems for the customers.
Well, I've actually entertained thoughts of my next build of being AMD, and you and I have talked about that, and Darren and I have talked about it. I may be divorced after that, but it may be going AMD. I don't know. So, what can we do to figure out why this is not working?
Now the question is, do you want to be divorced? Yes or no? Because that depends if you build it or not.
Ian, I would just disable and enable the caching and run the speed test each time and see what the differences is in the numbers.
So
Can somebody remind me where to enable and disable the caching?
I'm getting ready to show you right here. I believe he said go to this PC. No, wait a minute. He said go to device manager. I know.
Right. Click on
device manager.
file.
Okay. Yeah, I can't do it in the account I'm in. I'm in a regular account, not
And
administrative.
then what? Disk drives.
Okay.
Yes.
And then
What did you
right click. And then
what did you
properties.
Go to properties and then policies, and then that first checkbox.
Yeah, it's enabled
Okay,
already.
I see.
Just
And-
disable it, run the test again, see what the numbers are, and if the numbers are correct, you don't need it on. And
Now, is this something that I have to restart the machine to do, or can I just rerun it like I'm trying to do?
No.
There is, you see on top of the start, there is a
Disable all cache?
disable.
That's even worse. Which theoretically, I'm guessing it should be. So let me make that box a little bigger. That's crazy. Gotta remember how I did that.
Open your magnifier, click on go to settings, and then adjust your width and height and all that in the settings app. Scroll down.
I feel like I'm in Blender drawing something. Do I have to save it, or can I just X out?
No, you can just exit.
All right, so here we go. That's much easier. So that's after taking the check, and it slowed it down to 3214. and it slowed the write speed down to 1224.
That
Now, Catherine is
probably about
saying,
right
I think
for that.
Catherine is saying if I disable all cache, was that what you were saying to do, Catherine?
Yes,
Okay, so
try it with the tick and without the tick. I would.
Yep, that's what I'm doing.
That's also what I was trying to say.
Well, that solid state drive that over there, that Samsung 850,
Boom.
256.
There you go.
Whoa, geez, there we go. Awesome.
So that made it faster. Or?
Oh gosh,
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
4710 and
down.
3770. No, it sped it up. But now let's go one step further. Oh gosh, I know you guys are saying stop while you're ahead. Stop while you're ahead. This one. No, that's the mag. Okay, I got to disable that for just a second because I'll get myself confused. EICE.
Seems confused.
Makes no sense.
Yep, and I clearly do not know what I'm doing.
Are you sure? I see 3 drives there, Ken. When you go in and you selected, are you sure you're clicking on the right?
Yeah, I'm on. The Kingwin is my docking station, and this one here is my mechanical data drives. Sabret is the only one that's identified, so I just did that. We're going to close it. We will go back to the magnifier, and then we will leave the disabled all cache, and we'll start it now. See what that comes up with.
I don't think you actually disabled it. I just think you went.
No, I just went in there and re-enabled it. Actually, I disabled it a while ago. I just went in there and enabled it to see. That's a little faster. Either way is good. So I don't want to click on this disable all cache, right? I want to leave that unchecked.
It would seem that that would be the right choice.
Okay.
Yes, in your case, yes, I would.
Right click, properties, policies. Yeah, see,
But it's enabled there, but it's disabled in the Sabret program.
Right, so I just went in and I'm going to enable it again. Is there a... Okay, close. Now I'm just going to rerun this again. 4537. Let's see, I'm just general numbers here. Easy for me to remember. This thing starts saying danger, danger. Okay, 4637. So it did read a little quicker, but the write speed's about the same. So I'm just going to leave it as is. That's much better. Much better.
Because you're going to have to remember that every time you put in a drive or something.
Well, the only other drive I'm thinking about putting in is another M.2 drive, and it's just so that I get everything that's on the mechanical drives off the mechanical drives. Because we all know mechanical drives fail, and I don't want to have that issue.
It's not worth the change if it's only a few megabytes.
Yeah, again, I think it's one of those things. I'm not going to notice the difference.
I don't know if Catherine remembers back to July. I assume you went through the drive forum, did you, Catherine? Like indexing and all that stuff? Taking it off?
I have a question. Well, I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
I have a Samsung 980, 1 terabyte, NVMe, Gen 3 times 4, and of course they say it's supposed to read it 3000 and like write it 3000 or something. Well, my mom has a 970, and I was able to install the Samsung NVMe driver in her machine, and the numbers, the speed is showing up correct on her computer, but on my computer with the 980, it won't allow me to install this NVMe driver. So when I run the test, I'm only getting like 2000 read.
It's not supposed to install the driver. The Samsung Magician, if you go to the website, I believe the 980 is on the not supported list.
Yes, it is. From what
980, the Samsung driver is only for the 970 and 960 drives, but the 980 drive does not accept the Samsung driver because apparently it doesn't need it, so it will not install it.
And B.H. Ringer has joined us.
Hey, I've
Evening,
got
all.
I've got a question here now when somebody has a second.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Who that?
All right. I have a Samsung 860 Evo, not a Pro, just 860 Evo SATA SSD in my old desktop.
Mhm.
Okay. While everybody was waiting on Ken here, I ran Crystal Diskmark 8.0.1. I'm just looking at the top line in there. With caching on, I got a read of 3170. With caching off, I got a read of 3302. With caching on, I got a write of 3609. And with it off, I got a write of 4026.
That doesn't seem possible.
Oh, that's
And
not.
it seems odd to me.
I've got an M. I had a bunch
This
of.
is, I'm sorry, hold on. This is a SATA 3 drive, correct?
Yes, SATA 3.
It should not read that. Something screwy going on.
Yeah,
The
well,
most
that's
you
what-
could probably be able to see out of a typical SATA 3 drive is like 530 read and about 500 write.
Did you? I have a question for Jeff.
yeah.
Jeff, did you install the Samsung Magician and
Yes.
tested the performance with the Magician? What is the Magician saying? Does the Magician
Yeah.
see the drive?
I can answer that. The
Yes, it
magician
sees
is
the
saying
drive.
abracadabra.
Right now, I can't do it right now because I'm logged in a regular account. And I have to be logged in as administrator to run the Magician. So I didn't save those. And yes,
Catherine, stop laughing.
Let's all go. Let's all go over the cabins. There's got to be something going on over there.
Probably the cats are doing something.
They're enjoying their yogurt, I heard.
so
Go ahead,
Anyway,
Jeff. I'm
I'll have to-
sorry.
I'll have to investigate this further from my administrator account.
That's
I'm
not.
running.
That's not possible, Jeff. It's like Jim said. It's impossible for you to get
No,
that.
I mean, I'm running Crystal Diskmark. I say run as administrator from a regular account and give the password and all of that. But Samsung Magician won't even let me do that. I've got to actually be logged in the administrator account to run it, which means I would lose the Zoom and all that sort of thing. So
You could
I'll
possibly-
investigate that further.
You could possibly go to the properties of the exe file and tell the property in the properties, tell it to run as administrator, and then regardless of whether you're logged in as a standard or administrator, it should prompt you for the password, and you should be able to.
Too much work.
Well,
Too much
But-
work.
You're probably right, DW.
let me try to run it as administrator, the Magician. We'll see what happens. Last time I tried it, I thought it wouldn't let me.
So back to our tour of Vegas. Not that Jeff's interested because he lives there. This was the tanked building where they build the tanks in their showroom. And my buddy Lenny thought he was going to blow something up. That's the showroom. That's where they do everything. Jeff, have you ever gone out there when they were open and seen it?
No, I drove by
Hey,
where
great
it
guy.
was,
Good
and
to-
then
Greg joins us in the chat room. Good to see you. Happy Thanksgiving.
the sign disappeared from the building sometime in the last year.
They're out. Well, that's because Heather attacked Wade, and the business just went completely out. There's another picture of that racetrack, and then obviously there's the one from DJ Ashba, the donut one again. I liked that picture. I wasn't sure how it would turn out. There's a little bit of glare up here from, I don't know, something, but I like the fact that I took this looking through the tank itself. The only way it could have been cooler is if a fish could have been swimming by at the same time. And if you've ever tried to photograph fish, let me tell you, they are the most horriblest models to work with. They never listen. They don't smile. They never stand still. As a joke,
Yeah,
everybody.
because when they stand still, they're dead. Then they float, yes?
Yes, that's true. That is so true.
You need a drum to go dum.
So this was good. So who would have thought I would have put that under something called Vegas Tank Tour? Golly. I worry about myself sometime.
If it means anything for the numbers, I got a 500 gig Western Digital Black 2nd gen because the first wasn't any good.
So
It's almost 3,700 read, almost 2,700 write.
So real quick, not to interrupt Blackwatch. Greg, if you'd like to join us in the Zoom, let me know. Send me an email, kstout2016.com, and I'll send you the link. If not, no worries. I appreciate you being here. Greg, by the way, is a retired United States Navy, and I'm hoping to get him on one of the vet-to-vet chats coming up here shortly. So this is the Venetian, and the thing that I found about this that I liked is the sky. That is not the sky. That is painted on the ceiling, but it's so realistic that it just blew my mind. And obviously there was Santa Ken and Mrs. Ken.
I don't know if you've seen it. It kind of reminds me of the Space 220, the new restaurant Disney World has, where it's a simulator that you get in. That's supposed to be like a simulated elevator that takes you up to outer space.
Oh yeah,
but it's not actually outer space. When you're at the restaurant, when you look out the windows, quote unquote, it's actually a Google Earth image or something like that.
Yeah,
it's not actually in space.
I really enjoyed going down to this place. They put things up. I mean, you can see right here how big those letters are, and then you can practically live in them. We enjoyed living in Vegas. I miss going around and doing things like this. I mean, it just, if you're a gambler, obviously it's cool to be, but we enjoyed going out and I mean, clearly I take a little bit too many pictures sometimes, but so that's that. Oh, these are all videos. That'll be interesting to look at. I'm not going to do that now on my virtual machines. Voicemail. I got voicemail? Crazy. This was walking the strip. And this is more walking the strip. That's when my sister come to visit. We were down there. Water fountain. I think that's, now, this is when we bought our house. We were doing a poll with our friends on which water fountain should we buy and put in our yard. Crazy. You know what I need to find? I need to find the video with the GoPro that I actually stuck it in a fish tank, and you could hear it, and you could see the fish moving. That was pretty cool. So, if you ever get a chance, Jeff, I highly recommend going down and seeing the Beatles Circle du Sol at the Mirage. One of the best shows I've ever seen. Man, it was cool.
Never been to a show here.
Yeah.
I've lived here over 15 years.
Wow. How'd you manage that?
Well, my wife has a hard time getting around,
Oh, okay.
so that kind of limits us. I've got some Samsung Magician results, and they're high too.
And go ahead.
Sequential read 2633. Sequential write 2330.
That sounds better.
How can that possibly be on a SATA drive?
Well,
That sounds better though. I mean, it's going the right way.
I'll tell you why he's getting those numbers, okay? He's connected to my Zoom. My Zoom's connected to his computer, and anything that could go wrong will. As soon as I end the Zoom, if I leave the Zoom and you guys stay, his numbers are going to go back to normal. What can I say?
And Ken's got 500 Go Faster stickers on his case.
Did I tell you that already? I just added another one. I'm up to 501.
Yeah, I know.
G-Skill.
I only
Go
see
faster.
one Go Faster sticker on my old HP case. So this bears some more investigation offline.
Yeah, I'm glad we solved that. That's good. I'm debating on whether I want to put that 8 terabyte mechanical in my new build or not. Let's go around the room. Catherine, what do you think?
Yes, why not?
Jeff?
Yeah.
Jim? Never mind. Alex?
If you have enough, you want to put an 8 terabyte drive.
No,
in
go
your
ahead,
new
Jim.
build.
I was just messing with you.
You
No,
want to put
I'm
an
sorry.
8 terabyte drive in your new build, right? If you have another 8 terabyte drive to back it up with, then yes.
Okay, go ahead, Jim.
No, I think Alex is correct,
Okay.
basically. Yeah, if you're going to put that size of a drive, you better have something to back it up to at least that size.
Well, that's the only reason I want to put that in there is to put my pictures on it. That's it. Nothing else. And I don't need an 8 terabyte for my pictures because I don't think I have quite that many. I'm not up to the Tim Soul category of 40 terabyte of pictures yet. And hopefully never will be. So, okay, good. Anybody else got anything?
Those size drives, you're starting to get into RAID territory.
Okay, Kenny Witten says, is rapid mode enabled on the Samsung SATA drive? I'm going to guess he's talking to Jeff on that one.
Yeah, I just closed Samsung Magician. Let me open it again. I gotta do that as administrator.
Okay. Good to
I've
see
been
you, Kenny, by the way. Thank you for joining.
I've been warned countless times by system builders that have a number of years, and they it's not going to relate to M2s. They weren't out. Not to install Samsung, not to enable rapid mode. Just throw that out there.
Okay.
They said it will make.
Yeah, let me look around in here, see if I can find where rapid mode is in the
I've
Magician.
got another question. I've got a red, which is not going to come through. Hold on, let me see if I can fix that problem. Maybe that'll help. So I got a red SATA cable. I was told blue is faster than red. Is that true?
Generally speaking,
No,
I
they
would say
should look
no.
the same.
Okay.
No.
Okay, well, rapid mode was on this thing.
Would that account to why you're getting such great numbers?
Probably.
Don't know. It was the default value, which is why it's set.
Okay.
So I guess I could turn that off and rerun it.
I would expect it to be about 500, not 550 read and about 400.
Computer
and
must
something
be
right.
restarted after disabling rapid mode. So I'm not going to do that right now
Right.
while we're doing all this.
Surprised I didn't run into that same issue. So, good. This has been a productive day. I found the picture I've been looking for a while. You guys are probably all inside going, yes, finally, he'll shut up about that picture.
So the rapid mode, the Samsung Magician is doing its own caching.
So Jim, Catherine, and I have a surprise announcement to make. We're going to start a comedy channel.
We are. I don't think so.
Take two. Catherine and I have a surprise announcement to make.
Yeah. That's more like it.
Jim's contract has been
Ken,
renegotiated.
I already thought you had already one.
No, not yet. I've only got this one. No. Be sure to join me on my new channel. Oh, jeez. You know, if you didn't laugh at things in life, I mean,
I'm beginning to wonder about the content in the air for catnip over there. I really.
oh, it's not that. You know, just as I'm affecting Jeff's machine, Catherine's on Zoom, and I've got the subliminal comedian messages going over there, going, "Catherine, laugh. Catherine, laugh."
Hey, Ian,
Yes, sir.
in your opinion, has the Zoom license already paid for itself?
Oh
Or
yes, I
how
am
long you
so
think it'll take?
I cannot thank Robert enough for that. Yes, it has more than paid for itself. I mean, yes. Hang on one second. We've been an hour and 14 minutes thus far, and not
Yes.
one time have we had to go into Zoom and re-put the the link in there. So yes, I could thank that man 3 times a day, and it would not be enough, in my opinion.
Has he left Zoom?
I believe
Wasn't-
he did leave Zoom. Yes, it's BH Ringer, yourself, Jeff, Alex, Jim, and Catherine.
You better go check on BH. I think the barn door shut on him.
Probably. Kenny says rapid mode uses RAM to speed it up. It only
Yep.
uses RAD. I don't know what RAD is, but it does not really speed up the drive. It only boosts benchmark sources. So I solved the mystery as to why the SATA drive speeds were so high. Sounds like he did.
That's
Yeah.
what I told you. They said do not.
I'll rerun these after I shut off rapid mode. When I do that, I have to reboot.
Okay.
So I will redo all of this from the administrator account after I reboot. So that's independent of the Windows caching.
Yep,
I would
sounds
assume.
good.
I don't want to ruffle feathers, but as far as I'm concerned, that Samsung Magician, the only thing it's good for is firmware updates. And who needs firmware if it's working fine? You know, that's just my 2 cents.
I think it's updated the firmware on my drive
And to go
once
back
or twice.
to go back to what Alex said, not only has it paid off, but I think Zoom is the right platform to do this from, because the one we tried, I didn't like the control that everybody had over everybody else. Not that I need to control, I could care less.
Yes.
Okay, I would
After-
just as soon give the hosting controls to either Robert or Jim or Jeff or someone else. It matters not to me. Now, on the that side, the streaming side, the moderators, our Blackwatch helped me out tremendously the other night when we were being bombed, and they kind of were crossing some lines. It was okay to a certain point, but when the threats start flying, no, that we're not going to have that.
I can't get that out of my head.
Tony, the plane. Yeah, no, I can't either. I went back and I edited that and got that out. I have not edited out the one slippage of the tongue that Gary had, primarily because I got to thinking about it. I've heard far worse on other people's channels, and if YouTube's going to allow it, we're all adults and things will slip from time to time. So I don't know that I am going to go out and try to find that one singular word that was said. How do you whisper?
Yeah, but we all know Gary's voice, and he began the sentence with that. It's almost not there.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's like,
If you're not looking for it, you won't.
that's
go
true.
there.
That's true.
Oh, at least on YouTube, you know something that I think is worse than cussing. When people use like you was doing the other night with "Hey Siri" and
Mm-hmm. I got a question. I got a quick question for Jim while it's on my mind. How is the
Yeah.
laptop project going?
Well, it's up, it's running. I don't know what else you really want to say about it.
So you got Windows 10 successfully installed?
No, this is Windows 11.
Oh, Windows 11. See, he's paying attention. He gets a
He was,
star.
he was going for 11. That was the last machine I think he was going to do 11 on. If I
Yeah.
right.
The laptop is a 5th generation Intel i5.
Yeah.
I figured the worst that happens is that 11 annoys the crap out of me, and I just redo the laptop. I'm not that concerned about it.
Right.
So Jim, let me ask you a question about that laptop.
Yeah.
You're running Linux Mint as the dual boot.
Yes.
Did you ever have any issues with Wi-Fi or other systems on there under Linux? That used to be a common complaint, quite some time ago. I guess most of those issues are gone now.
Those issues have been gone for quite some time.
Okay.
I was using. What was I using? Either Mint 17 or Mint 18
Okay.
on a previous laptop, and I don't remember having any Wi-Fi
Okay.
issues.
I'm going to date myself a little bit. I've used Linux a lot, but mostly on things like rack-mounted servers where I was working and that sort of thing. I was
Right.
dual booting Windows 3.11 and Red Hat Linux back around 1999.
So that would have been Red Hat like version 2 or something.
Well, they renumbered the versions when they at some stage. That was like, I don't know, 6 or 7 of the original Red Hat, not what they call Red Hat now. And that was in the days when you had to kind of fight even to get things to print and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Sort of
Yeah,
educational.
I remember trying to Jesus, this was back in the 90s. I remember every time I attempted to compile a kernel, I hosed it every single time.
Well, I never tried to compile anything even back then, so I just it either worked or it didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
No, but
all right. Well, that's just
No,
I'm
it's
debating
fine.
whether to try to dual boot something or run it in a virtual machine, or just make another machine. You know,
well,
another build.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. When I decide that I'm going to put 2 operating systems on a machine, and it's usually only 2. I've had up to 4 at one point. I boot them individually. I don't use virtual machines. That's, to me, my personal opinion is that's
Okay.
more headache than it's
No, I
worth.
understand.
So if I may, what's the point of having 2 systems on a machine?
The
Well-
capability of the OS. The OSs have different capability.
Yes. They have different capabilities, and generally speaking, Linux will run faster on the same hardware. Period.
So you mean to say that Microsoft is not the all-inclusive best operating system to have?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that Linux is different.
Well, okay. So if you don't want to say it, go like this. If you agree with me, go, and I'll take the hit. No, I understand what you're saying. Hey, Sam, thanks for joining
Hello.
us.
Yeah, I'm just doing.
Look,
Yeah,
everybody,
I've
Sam
been-
found his microphone.
Oh,
Hello.
Hello.
I've been running some form of Linux as a desktop OS probably since I want to say the early 2000s, maybe. One version or another. I mean, they've come and gone. Some of the stuff that I used to use is no longer around,
Yeah.
or it's morphed into something else.
yeah. When I was working, the next to last job I had a set of 6 rack-mounted Linux machines that we ran some specialized engineering software on at work. And I was, after much cajoling and whining and whatever, I actually got root privileges on it so I could install software. I generally left the rest of the system administration to the IT group. But I had to compile a bunch of stuff on there, and they did not want to mess with that. So they finally let me have system administrative privileges on the machine so I could set the software up.
So again, I've always heard that Linux has it's a lighter system, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. It doesn't have the huge impact that Microsoft does.
Yes.
Okay. Which and would speed your machine up, speed your processes up.
Well, here's the thing. Because it has a lighter footprint, generally speaking, you can run it on older hardware that, like Windows 10, would probably have issues with or would run like a dog on.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what on my old desktop system that I'm on now, which is running 10. And if I don't want to fiddle with trying to make Windows 11 run on that, and it's still running when they stop support for 10, I'm probably going to put some form of Linux on it.
Okay, so I'm going to throw out the question I threw out earlier or yesterday. I have heard through the grapevine, through the rumor mill, that Windows 11 is only going to be offered for free for 1 year, and after that year, you got to pay for it. Now, I will say I found that out because I'm a holdout until November 1st, 2025. But then I was told I got to pay for it. Greg,
Well,
I can
that
send
was-
you. Hang on, Greg. I'll send me an email, kstout2016.com. I'll send you a link. Click on the link, and you should join straight into the chat. Go ahead, Greg or Jeff.
Well, they said that about Windows 10 too, but in fact, you can still activate Windows 10 with a
Windows 7 or Windows 8 key.
right. I mean, officially, you can't, but as a practical matter, you can, and Microsoft isn't doing anything about it.
You know why you can? Because Microsoft said as long as you're using a assistive technology like a magnifier or a screen reader or something like that, you can still activate it, but they're not monitoring who is using those technologies, so it just applies to everyone.
Okay, that part I hadn't heard, but if you want to know how to do that, there's articles all over the place. ZDNet has a whole series of articles about how to still activate Windows 10.
I'm
But
laughing
that's the
at an
reasoning
email.
I've heard as to why you can do it still.
Okay,
I
well,
did
that makes
that.
some sense.
Yeah, I did that for the wife in 2019 when I built her desktop system. I had a Windows 7 key that was left over from some machine that went into recycling, and bing, bang, boom. Have a
I
nice
think
day.
Sam was doing the dishes or something, but he's gone now. Sounded like he was having a struggle.
In fact, I mean, I think Microsoft makes more money off things like Microsoft 365 and other stuff.
Oh, without a
And-
doubt.
And they also are making a lot of money off their cloud stuff now. I don't think
They've been trying-
it concerns them a whole hell of a lot if there's a few systems out there running the desktop Windows that have been activated for free.
I'm losing my touch, Ken. I'm losing my touch.
So Z Venor says you can activate Windows 11 with the Windows 7 key. And by the way, Z, thank you for joining us in the stream. Good to see you.
I completely believe that.
Blacklight,
Yep.
you're losing your touch.
Yeah, I mean, the gray guy, he says, I gotta download the Logitech software. The problem is I'm looking red. So I asked him, have you dined at Red Lobster lately? He says, no. Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Ken, as far as the Linux goes, I'm running my on that Linode I was showing you the other day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm able to run my website and everything that is part of our website. And I've got the 4 gigabyte of memory plan and like 80 gigabyte of SSD. And I'm only using, it runs at about a max of 500 megabytes of memory used.
I'm Sam back.
Yep. Sam, were you like breaking dishes or what?
No. I was eating. I was having breakfast/lunch, and then I'm now back on my computer.
I object to all this technical talk going on.
I'll talk to the host of this channel and see if I can get something worked out. You know, sometimes he can be a real pain to deal with. Man,
Well, you may need to talk to the boss of the host.
the boss of the host actually is 100% supportive of this. She really does think it's great. I really want to get her and I to do a separate channel or maybe do a separate stream one day. I don't know. It's just been tough.
Well, I will just say, I have enjoyed these Zoom meetings on
Yeah.
whether
I
we're
do
doing
too.
the tech stuff or just BSing or whatever,
Yeah.
more than some of the other stuff I watch, the tech
Oh,
channels.
you notice he didn't mention any of the Blender or the DaVinci Resolve.
Didn't say anything about the
Well, no,
Logitech.
I'm just
that's
messing
in
with you.
your stream, but
No,
I have rather eclectic tastes.
What did
on
he say?
YouTube.
Make them scream. Yeah.
I watch rail fanning stuff. I watch a guy who farms with horses, and I do tech stuff.
yeah.
And so,
No, I 100% agree. I when I first started doing this, I really had the mindset of I need to have a specific topic or genre to cover on YouTube, but I've since long gone away from that, and I really appreciate getting together with every one of you guys.
well, I think you were correct in that if you were going to monetize.
Yes, I'm
And
not.
since you're not interested in that,
Nope, not one.
Yeah, monetization for me is probably never going to happen. You can't monetize till you get 1,000 subs.
Right.
And
Likewise.
I haven't even hit 300. So
Me either. I've only got like 15, but the last video uploaded was like 10 months ago.
I'm like
yeah,
64.
part of the secret to getting the subs is you have to kind of publish at least on a
I know that,
semi-regular
but
basis.
I don't have any content to upload, and even if I did, I would have to probably go somewhere else to do it because I don't have that fast to upload.
Alex, let me let you in on a little secret. You think I have content? I do not.
Yes, I think you have content.
Thank you.
I think since
I'll
you do
send
this,
you that check.
You have
Thank
content.
you. Kenny
but to be
Winton
honest,
just subscribed to my channel. Thank you, Kenny. I appreciate that. Is it Wid? I'm horrible with names. Whiddon. Widdon?
Whidden.
Widden.
Witten, yeah,
Witten.
Witten would make sense.
Okay. Sorry, I don't mean to butcher your name.
Who?
So, Kenny.
You
Witten.
never,
Witten.
Ken,
Oh,
Ken, you never
mind.
want to see. Ken, you never want to see my last name. You'll have.
Oh, I've seen your last name, and I've gone into epileptic fix trying to pronounce it. Yes. Oh, look, Catherine, please take another little bit of the catnip because that was really funny, and you didn't even crack a smile.
I didn't say catnip.
It
You're
wasn't
welcome.
me, and it wasn't me.
So I believe Sam wanted to ask Blackwatch a question, I think, a while ago. Did you?
Oh,
No.
No, I thought you
No, I
started
was
to say
just saying.
something.
Oh no, I was
Blackwatch.
just saying. No, I
Wait
was
a
just saying
minute.
I've used Unix a fair bit.
Where's that voice coming from? Okay, I'm back.
No, I was just saying I've been using Linux for a fair bit. You know, uni or on spare computers.
Are you not in school today?
No, I don't have uni today.
Okay.
No class today.
You might ask Kenny because there's confusion. Is it Whittam or Quidam?
Neither one. It's Whiddon, or it's just one of
I
those
said,
jokes where
Whittam or Quidam? Because Doug got it all screwed up, I think. Doesn't really matter. It comes into Zoom.
losing your touch, Blackwatch.
Kenny, would you like to join us in Zoom and give us an explanation in a class on pronouncing your last name? And just go right to the source. Boy, this is getting harder and harder.
The next line says I have unsubscribed from
Jim said it right. Okay, he said Jim pronounced it correctly.
Whittam.
Good.
Whidden.
Witten.
So I'm gonna guess, and if this is true, I don't know how it happened, but the Zoom is through the headphones for me, but apparently the stream can hear the Zoom as well. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So through the magic of Ken not knowing what he's doing, that is working out really good. Good job. Because I
Ian, have you
didn't.
heard from Gary today?
Huh?
Have you heard from Gary?
Well done. Well done.
Actually, I have heard from Gary today, and you're not going to believe what Gary actually emailed me about. So it was late last night when I went on. I wasn't planning on doing much, and I sent out invitations to anyone that requested it in the chat. I get an email this morning. First email of the morning I get. I did not get the Zoom credentials to last night's stream. I'm thinking it's Thanksgiving Eve. People are going to be driving. People are going to be cooking. People are going to be not doing what I'm doing, and they're clearly not going to want to chat. I was wrong. So, Jim, when you get that 3 o'clock email that says we're Zooming, disregard.
That would be really easy to do because I'm going to be asleep.
So, Kenny says to Catherine, how are your cats doing?
They're all very well. They are. Mia is asleep, and I don't know. Where is Sam and where is Bagheera?
Well, Sam is in Australia still. I don't know where Rick here is
Oh,
at.
Sam the cat. Sam the
Oh.
cat. Sorry,
Talking
sorry,
about-
Sam, not
yeah.
against you, Sam
No, that's
the
all
cat.
right. No, I was named after a cat called Sam. Yeah, our old family cat.
So, Jim, were you with us the other day when we created this
Yeah.
right here on the YouTube stream? I don't know if you're watching it or not.
Hold on.
Sam
There's the
Sam
delay.
is short for samurai. So
Oh,
yes.
okay. Well, I'm short for Samuel, so.
No, I don't. That doesn't look familiar to me at all.
Well, Alex, Jeff,
Wait.
Blackwatch, Gary, someone else that I don't remember. We all got together and did this through OBS, and that's what we came up with. So now I've got my Earth, which in 3, 2, 1, there it is, comes up. I still use that when I go work behind the scenes, and then I've got the one I just showed you, and then I've got, I think this one right here is new. I think. I don't remember if I hotkeyed. Yeah, I hotkeyed that last night. I thought that was cute. And then I obviously have the one that.
Oh, I thought that was maybe a Gary Larson, but somebody similar.
Yeah, no, I haven't. I think Gary Larson stopped doing the Far Side. Those were hilarious.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wanted to have something to go away with. I'm still working on another one. I don't know that I'm going to jump on that bandwagon that at the end they have something in the background and the circles and the squares with their things in there. I don't know that I necessarily want to do that or not. Here's a link to all my ISOSs. So look, Sam is sending out an SOS. Sam, are you okay?
No, not SOS. All my disk images, like installation for Windows 7, Vista, XP, Linux.
I thought maybe that was one of those
Hey,
messages that you're in
Sam?
trouble or something.
Those Cisco ISOs, are those like the ones you would use to
Yep,
Right,
yep,
and-
correct.
GNS
they're the
3 or
one-
whatever?
Correct, exactly. That's what I used it with last year. Yep.
How would you go about setting that up? Because I got it installed on my computer, but I was never able to.
I honestly do not remember how I did it. I had a lot of help from my teacher.
I'm in the background working and looking at all the iOSs you got. Looks like what, 2, 4, 6, 8
Well, I'll
of them?
figure it out.
Cool.
Yeah, it's not hard. There's guides online. Also, what's it called? If you want Windows ME or some ghastly old system, I've got it there as well.
Oh, Ken,
Yes, sir.
I was just Googling. Gary Larson is still occasionally doing some new stuff.
Really?
If you look at his website, he doesn't have the daily Far Side in the manner he used to do it, which was hand drawn. But he's gone to a software-based version, which he just makes a new one occasionally.
Yeah.
But there's a section of his website which has some new stuff every once in a while.
You saying that made me think, do you know how difficult it was back in the day to make cartoons when they had to make a line, turn the page, make another little line
Angela.
slightly off, make a page? Do you know how tedious that would have been?
I know, so
And then they
Well,
flip
if you
through
look
it.
at how they made some of the old Disney movies, I mean, they had hundreds of artists working on these cells, as they called them, the overlays.
Yeah. Sam, I
They
don't know
would
if
do a
you're watching.
background, and then they would have overlays that they laid over those
Yep.
for
Yep.
the motion.
Sam, I don't know if you're watching the stream or not, but Zeeb just put a link in for you to check out.
okay, I'll check that now. Let me
Okay.
scroll down.
And now we have
link.
the
Oh
ability-
yeah, I used to have that. I used to have that
Yeah.
file from that link, but
Yeah.
Windows has kept on removing it due to viruses.
Now the ability we have is you can literally get a program and just do it yourself. I don't recommend Blender to start out with though. I'm going to learn to do something in Blender though. I've set myself a goal. I'm not going to give up on it. I'm going to go back to the basics, and I may draw a stick figure and be happy with that, but I will have at least accomplished something.
What
Thank you,
topic?
Jim. Do what, Blackwatch?
What topic would Mrs. Ken want to do?
What topic was?
Mrs. Ken, what would she want to do on a line?
She actually likes to cook, and we did the one video where she cooked, and we found out the 35mm camera is hell to do a video with. But she actually likes to cook, and she likes to explain when she's cooking. The plants outside, she likes to do that. I still want to do, and this is strictly, Jim might be able to relate to this, and Jeff a little bit. I still want to do, I'm sitting here, Lorna's sitting here, and the name of the channel or the show is I'm Married to a Filipina. Filipina, in case you don't know, is a woman. It's a Filipino. And Filipino, anyway, I'm married to a Filipina.
is a
And
guy
the-
married to a Filipina,
Huh?
right?
Hey, whose
Don't-
show is this? Is this my show or your show?
Okay.
Anyway, and just the differences of the cultural things. Her being from the Philippines, me being from Indiana, and the different things, because there are some still to this day some cultural things that go on.
Oh, you think?
No, I know. There's no thinking.
I
on
just
that.
had a thought. You know
Uh-oh.
that?
Did it hurt?
Yeah, it did because I stepped on it with my foot. Actually, that do you know the channel? It's in India. Carrie's mentioned it. I found it before he did. Uenda is something. It's got like a tree. It's a Indian couple stay at home, listens to music, and
Oh yeah, I've heard Carrie mention that. Yeah.
no, I watched it and until you couldn't get a request in if you paid $1,000. But you and Lorna, you with the white headset, and her with the black, and listen to this music and do a reaction.
I'm working
Oh
on
well, that idea was worth a real mint, wasn't it?
it. Kind of went over like my lead balloon.
That could be funny. Can't you guys picture it? These two characters listening to the music and reacting to it. Okay.
That's what the people in India do, though, right? They listen to the music and react to it.
Have you seen? There's. Well, no. It can go on YouTube. The best one I saw was. Have you seen him? You know, the dark hair, and I think that's his wife. But Lord, she looks like about 20 years younger. And the song was "Bed of Roses," and you know, it's a confusing lyrics to it. By what's his name?
Oh, just what's his name? We know who you're talking about.
Bon Jovi. But if you know the lyrics to it, you know, and he's sitting there out of the corner of his eyes looking at the monitor every time a certain, you know, lyric is played. But it's funny. They're funny. They're entertaining and funny. Okay, so much for that. I mean, this must rival you and Catherine going on as comedians, no?
We actually got together late last night and practiced. I thought it went really well.
Catherine, you never told me you were up late.
I wasn't up last night. I think I went to bed like rather early, but why is Ken's name is Ken and not the bozo? I like it.
Is she talking about Bozo?
I think she
Yes, I
mentioned
thought
Bozo.
about
Yes,
Yes.
Bozo will be on later tonight. Thank you for asking. Hang on 1 minute. Hey, Bozo!
That was a fun stream. If you had to have a flagship, that Zoom was priceless.
So, I may have said this before, and if I have, you're going to hear it again. My lifelong goal was to be a comedian, but I'm afraid to get
Oh, well, there goes that one.
I know. I'm afraid to get up in front of people, believe it or not. But I really, really enjoy doing this. I love getting together with everyone. We've got such a great mix across the board. It's fantastic. And you guys laugh at my jokes from time to time, so that helps. Well, come on, Jim. Did you crack a smile on that one? Jim's a tough cookie, boy, I tell you.
Jimmy's busy. He's doing something else.
He's trying to figure out how he's going to throw something in Delaware to reach me in Illinois.
No, not necessary.
He caught all my quotes. Other ones don't. He caught my quote in his chat. Exactly. Who it was, Barry Manilow.
So,
Other ones like Doug goes, I guess that makes sense in his mind. It's nonsense.
A lot of things make sense in your mind, BW.
Yeah, but you caught it. You caught the lyric to Time in New England.
Yeah, yeah.
So by show of hands, how many people here, other than those that have already streamed, actually one day might do a live stream?
I'm sitting on my hand.
Mine. I know Catherine has. I know
I
Jim
might.
has. I know Sam has. I
Yes,
know
I-
Alex has. I know I have. B.H. Ringer says he's planning on doing it. He showed his hand. Good job, B.H. Ringer. That was good.
Might do
Jeff,
what?
What?
are you ever gonna maybe one day do a live stream, or have you thought
Probably
about
not.
that? Never. Okay.
No.
I just wondered.
Yeah.
I'm just
haven't
a
ever
lurker.
done a live stream, Jim.
Hey, BH, can we do it from the barn? Hello.
That sounds like a plan.
I thought so.
A constant,
Would it be a garden video?
a
like a
constant
whole-
stream of pixelation.
Like a hoedown.
That's
I,
that's the
I have
second.
I have a technical question for Catherine when she gets back. Apparently, she decided that she's going to get up.
Back to the technical questions again. Okay.
Let the cats jump
So,
in.
hey, let's do this. Jim, ask us. And then when you ask her, we can pretend like we didn't know it was coming. We'll answer it, and she'll be amazed.
No, she won't be amazed.
Who's got the answer?
Oh,
Catherine.
I can hear you. Also,
There we go. Here we go. Here we go. She heard me. Her ears were burning. Catherine, you and I think, have an affinity for hardware more than anything else. Have you seen a solid state drive fail?
a solid state, no.
You've never.
Uh,
That's interesting. I've seen at least two fail.
Wow.
One was a Sabrent, by the way.
Wow.
Yeah.
So real quick, Greg Guy says, I just ran CD on my 256 gigabyte M2.
Usually when
I'll just read the chat.
when NVMe's fail, it's the controller part that fails on the NVMe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's still a failure.
Yeah. Yeah.
You ever seen one of those go to read-only state? Just curious.
No, I've never. I've got a 120 gigabyte solid state drive from, I think it's like 8 years ago. I mean, I don't use it except on very rare occasions anymore, but it was in a system. I think it's still at, I want to say it's still at 80%. So no, I've never seen anything go read only.
So,
Yeah, you would have to be writing to the drive gigabytes of data for days upon days to have that happen.
now I've got a technical question. Go ahead.
Yep.
Go ahead, Blackwatch.
What?
You were starting to say something. Go ahead.
SanDisk thumb drives. I got 4 of them or something, and they put the security software on them, you know?
Yep.
That thing locked 3 of them. It wasn't worth the money to come back. I removed that right away. As soon as I plug them in, go to it, get it out of there. It all went to read only with nothing on it, next to nothing. You know?
Talking about the stuff that comes on a SanDisk flash drive.
Yeah, that stupid USB security
Oh
crap.
yeah, that stuff.
I removed it, but after I went through 3 of them, and I got a hold of them, I'll send them back. I said, yeah, well, send me the $50 to send them back. No. Yeah.
So don't take my head off, but how many people here buy into or agree with that a computer generally lasts between 5 and 8 years?
I don't know that I would necessarily agree with that.
Okay.
Some last a lot longer than that. Last is kind of a subjective. You know, if your software has gotten to the point where it's just sucking the life out of your resources, then yeah, okay. But no, the wife is. It's funny. Tonight, I finally convinced the wife to buy a new freaking laptop for her business.
Wow.
Finally, the BIOS date on the laptop was 2011.
Oof.
Is that the newest?
Now Jim just got sucked into support and anything goes wrong.
Blackwatch, I have news for you. I have been the technical support for my wife on computers for at least the last 20 years.
I know that. It's tongue in cheek. That's all.
Yeah. But still,
Then why-
finally convinced her to buy one of the Dell laptops that's on Black Friday sale. So hopefully
Huh.
that should be fun. Well, let me put it this way. She's working off of I think it's a Dell Latitude E6550, I think. And as I said, I ran MS Info on it, and the BIOS date is from 2011, and it was an A07 BIOS, which I don't think is the original. So, but it's got 8 gig. I put in a 256 solid state drive, replaced the hard drive that was in it, and it was tolerable for a while, but finally got her to get off the damn thing. So I'll be so happy when that thing gets here.
She's not. I had to go through, where the tests start out 5 and all of a sudden they're 50 and the CAT scans keep going. But anyway, there's I don't know what you call it. It's not an internist. Something to do with lower digestion. You know what I mean? Specialist. I don't know what you call them.
Gastroenterologist.
Something like basically the waist down type of thing. Anyway, I made mention to at that time where I lived, the next door neighbors were retired school teachers, and she says, "Yeah, Linda down the street knows him. He's $3 million man." That's what they call him.
So
Like he's worth millions.
So
Millions.
sorry, Blackwatch. Matthew Camp 915, who we all know from Kerry, has a Dell Latitude D620. I don't have my glasses on, and something 830. Still run well on their original operating system, but discontinued Wi-Fi. He discontinued
Disconnected
using Wi-Fi.
from Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Thanks, Matthew, for
You
joining
need
us.
to get your glasses.
Yeah, well, I can put on my Dr. Bull glasses.
Oh,
Or I can put on my, wait a minute, I can put on my reader glasses.
oh,
Whoa. Where'd you guys go? Wait a minute, hold on.
Yeah.
Did I do something earlier today? Whoa, this is cool. Well,
Yeah, I've got to watch. I have spatial computer glasses, which I'm wearing now. And they look exactly like my regular glasses. So I have to watch which ones I put on.
And then I have a pair of glasses in the car that I use strictly to drive with. So,
Well, to answer your original question, I've had mixed results. I've had mostly HPs and Dells. I've never had a Lenovo, for example.
I just wondered because I've got the old machine in there. It's an i3 and it's strictly used to watch stuff off the internet for TV and nothing else. And it runs perfectly fine. We don't get any buffering issues. We don't get any problems whatsoever. This i7 machine I got in 2016. I don't know when it was built, but it's still plugging away pretty good. And of course, I just built this one, so it should be good for quite a long time.
What generation i7?
Which one?
Which generation i7?
Which computer? I've got 2 7s.
The older one.
Oh, it's a first
2016.
First generation.
First gen.
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah. P16. Google Asus P16 motherboard. That's the motherboard that's in it. You were talking
Hey,
about
oh.
BIOS date. Wait till you hear this. You might want to sit down.
09? 09 BIOS?
I don't without going to look at it. It can't be updated. It's old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had several laptops, both HP and Dell, die what I thought was an early death, but they were pretty low end. The only time I ever bought a laptop mostly was to have something to do email with when I was traveling.
Yeah. I don't
And
like
I didn't want to
laptops.
spend a lot of money on it. And also, I've bought AMD CPUs in the laptops. I don't know whether that had anything to do with early failure or not, but
You find it, Jim?
E6T.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking. Just pulling up the manual right now. I'm just curious.
Yeah, I'm not a big laptop person. I understand their purpose and I get it, but I'm not a big laptop person.
I was going to get a laptop, but it was going to be a specific brand of laptop that had everything I wanted. But I figured out that to get the same model, a laptop with the same specifications that I
Oh
have
dear
that I
God.
have in this desktop, I have the laptop would have cost me like $1,700, and I was able to get the desktop with the same specs for like 1,100 and something.
Yeah. Yes, desktop.
Go ahead, Cap.
Oh, God, the manual's from 2008. Holy crap.
Told you.
Oh no, I can do older.
There's a relevant.
Sam, okay, so now Sam's going
No,
to top that
older.
one.
2005.
Crap.
Very modern. Oh, whoops. I'll turn off my virtual background. But 2005, and it's got Windows 10, and it works fine. Virtual background.
Yeah, it's still plugging away, and I've actually entertained thoughts of maybe when it finally starts to go out, redoing it, but
05.
I'm probably just going to build another one when it gets to that point.
What kind is that, Sam?
It's a Fujitsu. It's a Siemens Fujitsu Lifebook. The Lifebook S series, model S6410.
Not something I would have bought. I have a friend who has an Acer laptop from 2009, still running Windows Vista on it.
Oh God.
And-
family. Yeah.
Vista?
Yes, Vista. I know.
Oh, no, a friend of mum's, a family friend, came to me saying, I need a new computer. Can you upgrade my old one first? I'm like, let's check your old computer. No, I'm not upgrading it. It had Vista and was too old. I said, new computer.
Oh, yeah. I've had people previously when I was working in the mom and pop shop, they would bring me a Vista machine, and I'm like, no, I'll take the data off for you if that's what you want, but no.
So, Jim, if I edit that out, can I use that little blurb you just did on one of my streams?
I'm sorry?
You know, when you reacted to what Jeff was saying?
Oh, Vista?
Mm-hmm.
When I reacted to the Vista? Knock yourself out.
Okay. Yeah, I got witnesses now. I don't want to have no lawsuit on this.
Please.
Please. Have you been talking to my wife? That's one of her favorite sayings. I'll say something and she'll go, please.
Yeah. My wife, I annoy her with yes, dear.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
there are several ways to say yes, dear.
Yes, there are.
There's like
No.
there's like yes.
Hey, here
dear.
comes Gary.
There he is.
Hello, Gary.
Hello.
Hey, Gary.
Calm down.
Is it really you?
Yeah.
Are you sure? We didn't have any echo, so I'm not. I think this may be an imposter.
I've got an even older computer.
So I
So,
cut down first today.
do what?
Calm down, Ken. Calm down.
Gary's on a plane at the moment coming home.
Oh, I haven't fired it up in a while. I have in a box here a desktop of sorts that originally came with Windows NT.
NT, which version of NT was
Oh my
it?
God.
I think the first version. I'm not
Oh,
sure.
God.
3.5.
Oh.
3.5.
I would have to fire it up and look, and I'm not sure it'll even fire up anymore. It's been sitting in a box for 10 years.
Oh, I've got a Windows ME laptop. That's a very stable machine.
I better shut up. I actually like Jimmy.
So hopefully everyone had a good Thanksgiving.
No, we didn't have Thanksgiving.
Everyone except Catherine.
No,
Every
no,
American.
I didn't. We don't celebrate it in Australia.
And
Some
And
people
Sam.
don't.
NBA dream.
We just had something quiet here, so at home, we decided not to go out after all. My wife didn't feel up to it, so.
My wife made enough food for 14 people.
So you'll be eating turkey sandwiches for the next 2 weeks, right?
3 weeks.
Oh, it's like Christmas.
We had a-
you know, we have
we
the
had
ham.
our family get together with my dad's side of the family a week ago. I thought we had enough food to feed the entire town.
Yeah.
Oh,
So Gary, I
Okay,
sent you an
no.
email with two versions, and obviously the one I know you're not going to like. I just wanted to put that in there to show you the effect of doing that. And I think the last one I sent, that's about as good as I'm going to get it for right now, if that's okay with you.
I'm
Gary?
sorry, I was talking to somebody. What did you say, Ken?
I forgot. Hang on a second. Oh, I said I sent you an email, two emails. One of them, I sent two versions of the project. One of them I know you're probably not going to like. It's got the background in it, but I like that. I just wanted to show you the effect of the background. And the second one without the background, that's just about as close as I can get it for right now.
Well, you sent me one yesterday about 5 o'clock.
Mm-hmm. Don't pay
Whatever.
attention to the time.
Yeah, and it was 90% perfect. You had everything. You had it solid on the second name.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't move, so it was solid, but it was like maybe a quarter inch too much.
Well, if you would like, I can share it to the Zoom crowd since most everyone's seen it, but not put it out over YouTube, and we can get
Yeah.
we can get an opinion on what they think. I can show both versions.
Okay, that'd be good.
All
If
right.
you want.
So I'm going to share my screen, and this is, and to make sure, watch the magic of this. Globe. It's not going out over YouTube. It's strictly in here. So we're going to go to Gary's file. You know you've made it big when you've got a file on my computer.
Oh, on my computer, my father did.
I got to find it now.
hi.
I think it's this one. No, wait. Is it that one? Oh, here we go. This is the first one with the background.
Good.
Yeah, well, the reason for the background is it distracts you from the lag between them, and that's it. And you can put any background in there you want.
I really like the background.
Actually, that does help.
Sure, because
Yeah.
you're not focused on. You see, okay, this girl's like, hey, that looks cool. Wait, this one's taking forever. You're not focusing on that. Now that's that one, and then the one that's right beside it with no background is this one right here.
More distracting, yeah.
And there
It's
is a little.
perfect.
But
Yeah, go
that
ahead.
one is faster than it used to be.
But it's still even. Even I like.
I would change the blue of the
text.
yes, the blue of the text because it doesn't fit.
You know, I never thought about that, but she does have a point.
Like a green or something?
Yellow.
I'd have to see something to compare. I actually like the blue, but maybe I'm odd. Nobody comment on that.
Okay, so I'm going to stop this, and I'm going to bring back. I'm going to stop sharing the screen. I'm going to bring it back up on there. So B.H. Ringer is talking, or Matthew Camp is talking with B.H. Ringer. So that just went out to us on Zoom. It didn't go out over YouTube because I put up the blur screen. So other than the text, are we good? I mean, Gary, do you want me to work on changing the text color, or is that okay?
Everything is okay.
Okay. Okay. So I can put that project to bed and start a new one?
But, excuse me. What does anybody think?
Well, Catherine would like to see the text color change. I
I
don't
kinda
know what, maybe white. I mean, that's real generic.
You cannot use white. You need to use something in the
Uh-oh. Well, I just fat fingered that. I wonder where that's going to go.
That likes blue. Catherine likes.
green blue region, like that is a little bit that is similar to the background, because if you use white, you cannot read it anymore.
Keep talking. I'm just trying to do something here real quick.
I have no problem with blue, so I'll let
Okay.
the others decide. And matter of fact, I'm leaning towards blue.
Okay.
I like the blue, and I like the one with the background in it.
Well, I was going to go over here. Oh, wait a minute.
I like light blue.
Media pool, open that. Where's it at? Right there. We're just gonna make that because this isn't gonna do anything.
Or lime green.
Not down there. We're gonna go over here.
Lime green. No. It's ugly.
Text. Oops. Text. Bring our text up over here. Alright, so this is our text. And we're going to go into colors. So there's the standard blue.
I like the blue, I think.
Let me know when that's a good size for demonstration
Can you
purposes.
put,
That'll work, thanks. So, black.
I have a question, Ken.
Go
Can
ahead.
you put the background in too?
Sure, I can do that. Hold on, let me
So
check my schedule. How does next Tuesday at 3 sound? Yeah, I can. Give me just a minute to remember how to do that. That's what bugs me the most is I do this stuff and then I forget how to do it. So I'll keep that in the back of my mind.
What bugs me the most is having you and have to do it in front of people.
No, really, I think that's part of it. So Blackwatch and Greg are having a conversation on this over there. I put up the, wow, I thought I put something else up. Cool. That's red. Basic colors. That's green.
No.
I'm partial to the blue as well. I just happen to like it. You can actually fine tune this if you want. I've never really tried to, but I mean, oh, shut up. Believe it or not, I kind of like a version of that color as well.
Yes, but it needs to be darker.
Now, Catherine wants to know. So this color needs to be darker.
Yes.
Okay, so we go in there and we'll just make it
So
darker.
you need to shove the yes. Stop.
No,
That's too dark.
too dark.
So we'll go back and make it a little.
Up a little bit. Not that much.
I still think that'll be too dark, though. I think it's gonna. It's not bad. It's not bad. Kind of between blue and gray.
Yeah.
All right. So how do I get that? Give me 1 second here. Talk amongst yourselves.
Hey, Sam.
Hello.
So,
Add on.
so what
Go
was
ahead.
for dinner today?
Yeah. Well, it's the morning for me, or afternoon now. And well, yesterday for dinner, what did I have? I had spaghetti bolognese.
You have spaghetti in Australia?
Yep. And for lunch today, or breakfast/lunch, I had poached egg. Not what's it? No, fried egg. Fried egg.
The egg is all right, but the spaghetti, I don't know about you guys, but
So there's the background.
I like that actually.
I gotta remember. Do I do a? Oops, not that. Oh, good golly, stop. Oh, I got rid of it. Doggone it. Wrong button.
Ray eventually resolves my computer crashes and gives me a blue screen of death.
I'm getting mine to
And
where it's
whatever
not
you're watching on
crashing as
TV,
much.
The room is really loud.
Let me see if this is. And then we're gonna put that over that. Nope, we're not. We're gonna put that over that. Nope, we're not. Doggone it. You would think I could remember how to do this. Let's go see what it looks like over here. Not there. Doggone it. Okay, well, do it the fun way. There's that. So I'm gonna put this over there. That works. Good. We're gonna put that over there. That works good. Now we're going to try to put them both over there and work at the same time. So the question becomes, what has to go where? We're going to put this into the merge. We're going to put this into the merge, and we're going to put everything over there. Ta-da! Thank you very much. I got to go.
Yes.
Tell us when you're going to do that next time.
Oh, you want an explanation while I'm doing this?
Oh, okay.
So,
Put thing on the ground.
great guy. I disabled cache and reran CD, and the write went from 2364 to 635. It's obviously he's still typing because it's limited, so we'll come back to text. So now, the color in this, in my opinion, I like the color by itself, but I don't like the color in there. Now,
It's
believe it
too
or
close to
not,
some of the background.
well, I was getting ready to say, I
Darker.
believe,
Darker.
well, I believe I can maybe grab this dumb eyedropper here, and it's just me, it's not dumb, and go over here and grab the color. So if I want it to be more like that, or the tree, or you see what I'm doing? Or,
Yep.
or the rabbit, or the snow.
Dark blue was actually nice.
Which one, Catherine? Or I can do it the old-fashioned way and just try to change it until I like it. Let's see what the tree looks like. Oh, the tree's black? I would have never guessed that.
No.
No?
That's right. You need to go into near the tree on the right hand side. No, go with the
This one right here?
Yes, go near below near the tree. Yes, lower. So it needs to be dark, like a dark.
Yeah,
Dark.
and I don't have the steadiest hands. That's why I'm not a surgeon, by the way. That and I can't stand the sight of
Now
blood.
you're right. Go left. Go left. Go left into the blue.
Like right in here? Ooh,
Yes.
kind of like that color.
Yeah.
Ah,
yes.
shoot.
No, that's
So,
right.
go back to the right a little bit. What about that? What do you think about that,
I like it.
Gary?
Maybe don't.
I think we lost Gary.
No, I'm
Okay.
looking. Shit.
Well, it's fine. So,
No, I don't. I actually kind of like it, but I like the Ford Blue. That's
yeah,
what I call the blue
I
music.
mean, I do too. But okay, somebody put something in chat. I think that was Sam. So, yeah, it's not really that difficult to do. You just have to go in there and put everything in the right order. And then, like, if I wanted to animate this, and I believe it or not, after all the times I've done all this stupid animation, and again, it's not stupid, it's just how I think, you would think I would be able to go, okay, I want to animate the text. So we're going to do that, I believe, in the merge node. And we're going to move the text off the screen. And we're going to take it completely off. Oh, but wait, I forgot to do something. So if I don't move this bar right here back to 0, I can move the text over here. I can go in here and set a set point. But that text is going to start. Okay, make a liar out of me, you dumb thing. It should have started in the middle. And that's why I'm not a college instructor, because half the time it don't work. So I'm going to Control Z to get that gone. I'm going to find my red thing. I'm going to take it back here. I do want it to be at 0, and I actually want it to be a little bit further off the screen. I'm going to set a point, then I'm going to grab the bar and I'm going to bring it over here. I'm going to come up to here and I'm going to bring the text over, and we're going to have it stop briefly right there. I'm going to right click, I'm going to set a key, and then I'm going to grab the thing again. I'm going to take it all the way off. I'm going to grab the I'll just do it up here. I'm going to make it move completely off. Now, in theory, what should happen is if we go back to the beginning and we hit play, that text should stop in the middle, and naturally it does not. It should have stopped, but that's the principle behind it. And I don't honestly know what it is, but when I'm trying to do this and show people things, I get lost. I really do. When I'm sitting here at night, I can do this like the back of my hand. And I'm not saying that.
I can learn things for myself quite easily too, but when I have to explain them, it like falls apart.
Oh, sure. No,
I'm rubbish at explaining stuff, and I admit it. Because I can do something quite easily for myself, yes. The moment I have to explain it, it's like...
Right. No, I fully understand.
Others cannot understand, or I always fear that others cannot understand what I want to tell them or what I mean. It's like...
Yeah, and I really enjoy doing this. In fact, I've said this before, and I haven't thanked Gary personally yet, but I was so appreciative of him reaching out and saying, could you do this for me? I really do appreciate that. And I'm glad that we've got it to the point where he sort of kind of likes it.
No, I like it.
Okay.
But if you here, take a look in chat. I just got a color.
Take a look in chat. You talking about chat in Zoom or chat in
Yahoo? YouTube.
Okay, let me go to the globe.
URL. I have a URL that I would like that color.
What is the language we are speaking here, Gary?
I have no clue.
You're the one that went blah, blah, blah. We did not know this language. Never mind. You guys are a tough crowd sometimes, I tell you. Okay, so Justin is back. And Justin is still being Justin, I see. Hey, Justin, good to see you, even though that's not really funny. We don't need that here. Oh! I like.
I have.
Ho, ho, ho. I do like that color. So you want that color.
That's another thought, if you can match it.
So Ken, could you save the image and then somehow pull it in and use the eyedropper to grab that?
That's the color he's talking about. I just showed it over there.
If you can't change it, don't.
No, actually, Jeff's points.
Save it as a JPEG or something. Pull it into, what is it? Your software, and then use the eyedropper to grab the color from that or something.
Yeah, I believe that can be done. Yes, one way or the other, that can be done. So, Blackwatch is done taken care of. Yeah. All right. So, come on, brain. Decide to engage would be nice. So if I right-click this and I save the image as. Now that's interesting. It popped up on, oh, there we go. God, that is super slow. So I'm going to leave it as Riviera Blue 4 GT. That'll be cool. And I don't want it on my desktop. I want this to actually go to my downloads. I got to move zoom out of the way. I'm going to hit save. I have it, Gary. I will work on it for you.
No, don't spend a lot of time because I like the blue.
Okay, but I'll work on it. If there's other projects, I know you and I have talked about your grandson, and I believe it was your grandson, and the dog.
Yeah, I mean,
just let me know.
They kind of go together. I mean, that sounded weird, but the two daughters go with one, with my son, and the dog go together too.
Yeah, no worries. Hey, like Jim said, it's my channel. It's your picture. Why do I have a white screen? That's interesting. All right, so I need to check something here. Interesting. Why is this not working? So I think I'm actually starting to tax out my system because it's not responding. We are at 2 hours and 17 minutes. 2 hours and 19 minutes now. Boy, that was a quick 2 minutes. I've got to go
Curious.
warm up dinner. Mrs. K made some delicious dinner for tonight. Anyone's interested, I will be streaming tonight. I know you guys are going, oh, shock, Ken's going to stream tonight? Say it isn't true.
Well, I got to go do something for a
So,
little bite to eat too. So
more
catch
than
you later,
likely, it'll
maybe.
be 10:30, quarter to 11 my time. If you're interested, let me know through email. Or if you see the stream, let me know in chat. I will be Zooming, obviously. And who knows, we'll go from there. Catherine, thank you so much for joining. I really appreciated you being here. Sam, Alex, Jim, B.H.
You're
Ringer,
welcome.
Jeff,
Yep.
Gary,
I'm here.
thank
or
you
not.
guys. Kenny, Zeev, Justin, I missed somebody. Matthew, thank you guys for joining me.
Yeah.
Kenny, thank you for subscribing.
Sam already
appreciate
left.
Yeah, it's people are leaving. So I'm gonna go ahead and watch this. I'm gonna use something we created. I'm gonna put it to good use. Let's see. 3, 2. Oh, and Tony Wallow. Oh my gosh, I forgot about Tony Wallow. There we go. That's the
Yeah.
exit or the intro. Yes, Alex.
You need to talk to me?
No, I'm just letting you know that I'm going to end this. It's 7:27 now. No, that's not a plane. It's the actual time. Got to go warm up dinner. Go have dinner with the wife. I will be streaming later tonight, 10:30, quarter 11 my time. I would love to see you all there. If not, I understand. Some of us need our beauty rest, and clearly I have not listened to my own advice. Jim, welcome back. We're leaving. Bye. Got to go. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it so much.
Bye.
Yes,
Before you
Jim, go ahead.
Interesting.
Most
the
computer
YouTube
problems are called
hang on. Let me
and
get,
loose.
hold on.
No.
Hold on. Give me a second. There we go.
Gary will appreciate this. I remember in the mainframe days, you look up something in the IBM error manual and it said probable user error.
Yeah. Or this page intentionally blank was my favorite. At the damn book.
No.
My
Matthew,
YouTube says you've only been streaming 27 minutes.
here, let me jump back over here and I'll show you what I got.
Hey, I know we're getting going, but can I ask Jim a question?
It's
Yeah,
my
go ahead.
channel. Go right ahead. Ask a question.
Hey, Jim,
Uh-oh.
I watched part of your channel when you were doing the updates, I think, this week.
I'm sorry. Say that again.
I watched part of your channel when you were doing the upgrades this week.
Yes.
I think you did a desktop and a notebook.
Yes.
One of them made it and one didn't. Is that correct?
No, that's actually not correct. What originally, the plan originally was to do the laptop first. And while it was doing the upgrade, which I knew was going to take a while, to do the other, to pull up 2 previous machines I had done, and just, they hadn't been up for almost a month. I just wanted to see what Windows updates they were going to get. They're also on supported hardware. I just wanted to see if Windows 11 updates were still happening. What happened was the laptop refused to cooperate at first. And then later on in the stream, when I actually was just about finished with the updates to the 2 other machines, suddenly it went and went through the process and it was fine.
They both worked.
Oh yeah, everything worked.
Okay.
So this
I
is
thought one did.
interesting that I'm getting an error. It says YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. I haven't seen that in a while, so I clearly have taxed something. So I'm going to end the stream. 2 hours, 23 minutes. I'm going to leave
Okay,
Zoom.
bye, guys.